We finna get into this David again. This fucking sicko. Let's go. What the fuck, man?
Oh my God. This sick piece of shit, David, is one of the most evil human beings to ever live. He's right up there with Ted Bundy. And I'm being serious, man. These new updates, man. If you got a weak stomach, this video ain't for you, man. Prosecutors finally released transcripts or quotes from David and Celeste's final conversation before he murdered her. And what we know is bro was two-timing minors. Bro was helping her at the playground. What's evident by the messages was Celeste, who's a really smart girl, was starting to lose respect for David. She was starting to realize who he really was and what she got herself into. Even when she says, all we do is have intercourse and just hang out, man, I want more than that for myself. That was coming from a 14-year-old girl.
And that's crazy. He treating her as like a damn sex slave, for Christ's sakes. What the fuck? Come on, man. I'm glad they got his ass.
And she was writing him this after discovering that he was also dealing with other women and other minors. For all it's worth, I'm really proud of Celeste that she was at least able to see who this dude really is towards the end of her life. She was starting to realize who she was dealing with and how much of a monster he is. This dude was making a 14-year-old stuff Plan Bs down her throat.
Oh my, bro.
The messages confirmed that David and Celeste was at least having pregnancy scares, or at least the thought of pregnancy scares, which is why they was talking about Plan Bs and other things. Now, we've seen the Discord messages where David would write that him and Celeste was having a baby. So we all thought she was pregnant when she passed away, and that may have been a motive, but apparently she was not pregnant. But there were pregnancy scares at some point. Even after her death, this sicko still kept pictures that she sent him, explicit pictures, if you get my drift, in his phone. So even in her death, he was still victimizing her. Now, we know for a fact the prosecutors are in connection or in cooperation with other victims of David. One victim in particular have came forward in different forums in Reddit, and the mods have confirmed that she is in cooperation with the police. Victim 3 actually took to Reddit, and the mods were able to confirm that this is victim 3. Now, she wrote, "This is victim 3. For those saying that I did not go to the authorities, that's the first thing I did. Like, are you guys serious? Obviously, I went to the authorities. I'm involved in this. Your comments are insensitive and rude. I went through so much, so you guys need to calm down." So this is also another little girl who's claiming that she endured a lot at the hands of David, right? That what happened with Celeste is just the tip of the iceberg, that she also endured a lot at the hands of this dude.
That's another victim.
Yeah, I went through so much, so you guys need to calm down and realize the victims went through so much. I know there are other girls out there like me. I had a strong relationship with David, and all the news that came out brought everything horrible back for me. And I want to be able to live my life without only being with a David case, being tied to a David case. I am doing everything I possibly can to help this case. This is exactly why I haven't come and show my face to the media, because you are all like this. Be kind to those who are suffering through this. I have done everything possible. David is not a good person, and I am lucky to be here. That's all. Thanks. A lot of people care and are passionate about this, and it's easy to kind of get carried away if that's even possible, right? But I do believe, regardless of your opinion on why these victims ain't come forward sooner, or why these victims are speaking up now and how complicit, I think those questions should be saved for later. I think right now we should be as supportive.
I feel like we would never know that answer. That's just my take on that. You know?
To this person, to this victim.
What y'all think on that, chat?
And push them to cooperate to their best of their ability with the prosecutors and with the police. Because the last thing we need is David going to court and the prosecutors don't have any, like witnesses, like we scared off everybody, the prosecutors, and then David gets off. That's the last thing we need, bruh. David getting off. But if the prosecutors can drag about 5 or 6 of these victims into court and have them testify, man, it's cooked, right? It's wraps for David, man. Now, we got a clearer picture on exactly what took place the night that Celeste passed away. And everything was played out through the messages. Now, one thing is clear, though. This was premeditated, and David was going above and beyond to clean his tracks. We know they officially broke up November of 2024. David broke up with Celeste November of 2024. However, he continued to talk to her. He continued to victimize her and do inappropriate things with her, right? He continued to lead her on, making her think this was leading somewhere. And eventually she got sick and tired of it. Now, we found out in our last update that Celeste threatened David, but we didn't know to the extent that she threatened David. In the court documents, they write, the messages reveals the victim's jealousy over defendant's relationship with other women, as defendant led her to believe they had a future together. The brief reads, Revis, which is Celeste, became extremely upset and threatened to disclose damaging information about her relationship with David to end his career and destroy his life. So she said explicitly,
that's why she died.
I will
he killed her
end your
because she
career
said that.
and I will destroy your life. I will tell everybody what you did to me. And apparently this was David's motivation. But this is what happened. So she sent him this. And apparently after she sent him this was something that took place like almost like very quickly.
Yeah.
David told her, hey, come and see me. I will send you an Uber.
That's when he killed her.
So he sent an Uber to pick her up from Lake Elsinore on April 23rd, 2025, the night she was allegedly murdered.
So
now
let me get this straight. He like, when she, you know what I'm saying, sent that text out to him, he thought to himself like, you know what I'm saying, damn, wait a minute. Hold on. Shit. Should kill this bitch. Yeah, I should kill her ass. Can you come over? I will send an Uber. Bro, that's what he did. That's exactly what he did.
This is where you're about to see David premeditate this and go out of his way to clean his tracks. Celeste hopped in the Uber that David sent and arrived at David's house at 10:10 p.m. Now, Lake Elsinore is about an hour away from LA, from Beverly Hills. So she probably hopped in the Uber at about, 9 p.m., maybe 8:45, 8:50-ish, right? A little over an hour or so. And she got there at 10:10. But what's interesting, and where you're about to see how gory, how vile this is, she got there at 10:10 p.m. By 10:30, David was texting her, hey, where are you? Hey, where are you? Are you still coming? Obviously, that was an alibi. He was texting her at 10:30, hey, where are you? As an alibi that she never got
he already
right?
did
or
it already,
he never met
basically.
her. But obviously, the Uber driver would then testify, I dropped her off at like 10:10 p.m. The Uber app can testify where the Uber driver dropped her off at. So the Uber pin will say, she got dropped off at his house at 10:10 p.m. But he was texting her about 10:30, where you at, where you at? What that shows is he murdered her fairly quickly.
Yeah, quick as hell.
As soon as she got to his home at 10 p.m., within those 20 minutes, she was already dead.
He started poking.
That means as soon as she walked in, he was already getting a stab in her, watching her bleed out, watching her die.
Bro.
So he murdered her within 20 minutes. This was premeditated. This was something that was probably on his mind all day. He probably already had it lined up. Probably already had the cameras turned off, the Tesla camera turned off, everything turned off. And he murdered her within 20 minutes of her being there. I say within 20 minutes because
I say soon she opened the door. Hey, David, where are you? You know what I'm saying? It's dark and she got the stabbing her ass up. Bro, that's crazy, though.
It was probably way quicker. Because if he's already texting her at 10:30, where you at? Where you at? I can't see you. Where you at? Then that means that she was probably dead long before then, right? Because you're not stabbing somebody and killing them while at the same time texting them.
Right.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
David left his home at 11:30 p.m. and texted and called Celeste asking where she was again. Now, obviously, right, this was a plan to set up his defense. This was a plan to do alibi, but obviously it didn't work because, sir, her pin got dropped off at your house. We now know the significance of the Santa Barbara trip. So the night of, he went to Santa Barbara and disclosed of her items, got rid of her phone, got rid of her passport, ID, got rid of a lot of things. Now, obviously, we know that Celeste's passport was discovered on the highway, but that's why he goes to Santa Barbara, right, to discard of all of her things. He returned the following morning and did a radio interview, which is why I wouldn't be surprised if we find out that David 100% have done this before to other victims. He 100% have murdered before, bruh. Because who exactly do you know is able to do something this vicious
got a fucking
to somebody
sick
he supposedly cared for deeply and will be able to wake up and go do a radio interview and act like everything is normal? Excuse me? You were able to sit and talk to people with this in your home and this on your mind?
Hey.
This is sickening.
Yeah.
Right? So when he got back from the interview,
crazy.
he apparently ordered a shovel from Home Depot, which was delivered by Postmates on April 24th, 2025, and 2 chainsaws, a body bag, heavy-duty laundry bags, and a blue inflatable pool, which were delivered by Amazon in early May. The following
That's
claims.
when he did
bought
all
the
that
shovel
shit.
after murdering her because I feel like he was trying to bury the body. He was probably planning on a driving to Santa Barbara somewhere there and burn the body.
Yeah.
And then he thought,
He like, nah, can't do that.
burning it would probably be too hot.
I need
So
to
then when he bought the heavy-duty pool to
slice
contain
it
the
up.
blood, he
Yeah.
bought the chainsaw, he bought the inflatable body bag, among other things. This
That's
was
what
when
he
he
did.
then says, you know what, I'm about to get rid of this body.
Yeah.
He bought this in early May. So she was murdered April 23rd. He bought the shovel thinking he could bury the body, thinking, man, nah, I can't do that.
No,
And
bro.
then early May, which now makes the prosecutors and their timeline make a little bit more sense, because he bought the stuff to dismember her body in early May. The prosecutor's initial timeline was he murdered her April 23rd, and by May 5th, she was dismembered. That makes sense because they're just going by the timeline in which he bought the items. Now, the reason why prosecutors were able to tie this back to David was because, like, they found pieces of the pool, like the blue material and the blue plastic. They found
Inside
pieces in Celeste. He put her body in the inflatable pool. He dismembered the body with the chainsaw, and the microplastics from the pool was consistent and matched up what David bought. Bro, you going to jail.
God.
Hey, man, prosecutors, why you arresting him so early? Get your ducks in a row, get your case in order. But right now, man, it seems like they got this dude dead and right. It couldn't be any more clearer. Now, the one thing, though, that
his motherfucking
I think is unclear, that I want to see, though, is the Santa Barbara County trip. Because he kept on going back to Santa Barbara County. And wondering why. Was it just to bury things? Was it to get rid of things? Or did he plan on burying her in Santa Barbara? Because he also ordered a burn cage under that fake name called Victoria Mendez that he used for all his other purchases. So,
to burn them.
like, the burn cage, I believe, was supposed to burn the body up.
Right.
But you can't do that indoors, right? You can't, like, open up that burn cage indoors in a residential area. So I think what he was planning to do, he was going back to Santa Barbara County, trying to find certain spots and certain places he could do this at, because you're not doing no burn cage in the middle of your living room.
Right,
Blood samples that was found in David's garage also matched Celeste's unique genetic profile, the following states. A Caltrans worker also found, Celeste's passport off a highway in Santa Barbara, which we already talked about. Now, they would also say that David amputated like one of Celeste's like fingers because that's the finger that she got David name tatted and got a matching tattoo with David. So like he apparently got rid of that particular finger or chopped it off or got it amputated because he didn't want for her to be found or discovered and for people to know that he was involved with her or for officers to see the name and think, oh, wow, okay, let's go talk to him. So this man had this all planned out. He had about a 6-month half start to hide evidence, but it doesn't look like he did too great of a job hiding everything. The Riverside.
But the thing is, Chat, he wasn't the only one. We need to get his friends that's involved in that shit too. His people, his friends, I forgot folks' name, but he in with that shit too.
County Sheriff Department has came out and revealed and confirmed something that was just a rumor before today, but they were already investigating David for his inappropriate relationship with Celeste. So when Celeste went missing, people kept pointing to David and how David was involved in her being missing. Now, this was before he murdered her. This was when she was reportedly missing for about a year, and her family never notified the county and the sheriff, hey, she got found. Hey, she's back home. Because Celeste was home when David called the Uber for her. So the police was under the assumption that she was still missing, and they were actively investigating this, and they were looking at David specifically.
I run a podcast solo. No producer, no editor, no tech skills, just Riverside.
We know that.
Hold on. So she was already at the crib. So her peoples already knew where she was going. And then they ain't even like call the police or nothing. They already knew where she was at. And for her not to get, you know what I'm saying, like, no call, no text, they ain't even try to call her, nothing. They just, well, she over David's house. He's rich. What the fuck, man?
This to be a fact because Steve Fisher, who's the private investigator, for the owner of the home that David murdered Celeste in, he contacted Riverside County to get certain information and certain documents, and they told him that, the Freedom of Information Act, like that don't really apply here because, the information that he's requesting and the documents that he's requesting is a part of an investigation, right? Isn't part of the investigatory files, in this Celeste and David situation, right? Now, Riverside County is incredibly different from LAPD. The one thing that's still a mystery is the co-conspirator.
What's the mystery?
So Steve Fisher, who, again, is the private investigator, he released this particular video right here. And when he released the video, he will say, now that the prosecution has released a briefing for the preliminary hearing in the David case, we are releasing the surveillance footage of the Tesla being moved on July 29th. The driver is lighter skinned with long hair wearing a red jersey. Now, the reason why this is important when you say the driver of the Tesla on July 29th is
that's the extra someone that was
long
helping
hair
him
and wearing a red jersey. Well, Steve Fisher did an interview, and what he said was they were able to positively ID the person who last drove the Tesla and parked it.
Okay.
Well, when you give that description of light skin, long hair, and red jersey, well, this is David's best friend Neo.
Yeah, that's the guy
right?
I was talking about.
And if he was the last one to drive a Tesla, then they drove
need to get his
a
ass.
car with a dead body inside.
They need to arrest him.
But the prosecutors, in fact, here, you can just watch the video right now. If we pause it right here, I'll be real. If we pause it right here and we zoom in,
motherfucker dusty as hell,
I still can't tell you, right? I still don't know exactly what, right? Like, I still don't know exactly like what he saw, to be honest. Because look, if we just zoom in,
I sure
right?
can't see it neither.
Bruh. Like, you could maybe see.
I don't see
like,
shit.
I could maybe.
I ain't finna lie to
right,
you, Chad.
Right? Let's zoom in as much as we can.
You can't see a motherfucker thing.
Let's zoom in as much as we can.
Bro, you can't see
I
shit.
can maybe.
You can't see a motherfucking thing,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't really see what he's seeing.
You don't see nothing.
But the prosecutors, in their hearing, they stated that David was the last one to drive the vehicle. David was the last one to drive the Tesla or to move the Tesla. But what we know is the Tesla had been parked for a while, right? The Tesla was parked for a while. So I don't know, man. Like, Steve Fisher and the police and the prosecutors are given two different statements.
I don't know, man.
Steve Fisher believes that he knows the last person who drove the Tesla. And, he's not stating as David. He's actually stating they're light-skinned with long hair.
His friend.
And has a red jersey. That's, that's Neo.
Yep,
but the prosecutor's saying David was the last one to drive the Tesla. Right? Because when a Tesla was found, David was on tour. So once that Tesla got parked, they went on tour afterwards. So if it was parked and they went on tour afterwards, then how was David? So I don't know, man. We're gonna have to wait and see. But Steve Fisher, to me, this right here is pretty big by Steve Fisher. So if this turns out to not be Neo or not be a light-skinned person with long hair, and it turns out to be David, this will look really bad on Steve Fisher. But if you enjoy this content and want to watch another dope video, click on this video right here where I break down why Erica Kirk is horrible and why I hate her so much. I'm going to see you guys in this Erica Kirk video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.
All right, chat. Let's see what else we got going. Oh shit! I just ran on. It. Oh yeah, this one I wanted to cover too.
I spent $340 last month on AI subscriptions and still couldn't create designs fast enough. Then I found out what the
Oh man,
It's been an absolute disaster for Pooh Shiesty ever since he got arrested, and now it's looking like this case is toxic. It's looking like it is going to be an absolute disaster.
oh yeah, man. For y'all don't know, we in the Pooh Shiesty now. You know, on his arrest. More details about it. Let's go.
Because Pooh Shiesty's lawyer, his lawyer has officially left the case, okay? It says Pooh Shiesty's attorney withdraws from the rapper's kidnapping case involving Gucci Mane, but he still believes Pooh can win. Yeah, right, okay? When a lawyer drops you as a client, this is a big problem. And I think we're about to see David in his his big situation he's got going. I think his lawyer's going to drop him because the evidence that's just come out is so damning on David that it's hard to even see how any of these lawyers could conscionably defend him and even have a chance. And I think this is what's going on with Pooh Shiesty. It said on Tuesday, his lawyer, Bradford Cohen, revealed he'll be stepping down from representing the Memphis rapper in his current legal matter. Cohen will be replaced by Dallas-based attorneys Dan Cogdell and Kent Schaefer. Cohen insists there are many holes in the prosecution's case and feels strongly that Pooh can beat the charges. Now, look, here's the thing, all right? And the good news is we got your payment, buddy. He said he's seen the evidence and walked away.
Got his ass
that lawyer
red-handed.
knows it's a wrap for Buddy. Homie said, you got this, but I'm out. Good luck. Says what he's saying is somebody in the crew is about to take the fall for this. One of his friends did it and Pooh didn't know what's happening. I don't know about that. Says bro wasn't about to risk losing a case. He flat out thought about his win rate, right? Got to keep them stats up. So the lawyer fired himself. Interesting. People saying it could be a conflict of interest. Gucci set him up with the lawyer. Just trying to save his win rate. Said lawyers don't normally run from lucrative, high-profile cases unless the cost of losing is greater than the fees of representation.
Man, that nigga lost,
He's cooked,
Chad. He
right?
done.
He's cooked. So I'm going to give you a few updates and a little recap on the case, but this is really bad news, right? This is what he said.
Quick update on Pooh Shiesty's case. I am just leaving Tennessee, actually, on a different federal case. But I will be withdrawing off the case. No implications of me withdrawing off the case. I still think it's a great case. I think there's a lot of holes in it. I think the government has a lot of explaining to do on the case. But I will be substituting in will be Dan Codgel, who's a fantastic lawyer, and Kent Schaefer, who's also a fantastic lawyer, both from Dallas. I think.
Man, hold on. How's a lot of holes in the case? This nigga got, when he was robbing Gucci, man, this nigga got a whole ankle monitor on as he was, you know what I'm saying, robbing his ass. Before he was robbing Gucci, man, his PO called him and told his ass to get your ass back in the crib. He told him, all right, before he did all that shit, and still minutes later robbed him. So how's he beating it?
They're going to do a phenomenal job on the case. I think it's one of those cases where once you start really screwing down on the information, the facts, I think that a lot's going to be coming out that will be beneficial to the defense. I think they're going to do a great job, and I look forward to seeing how the case winds up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's not looking great.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm saying. Like,
I think the case still has major holes for the government.
Good
I think
luck.
his new attorneys will do an unbelievable job for him and get a fruitful resolution for him. Come on, fat chance. So let me give you an update on some of the other things. So Pooh Shiesty's father has also spoken out about the case. All right, everybody's saying it's a weak case. Pooh Shiesty's dad says prosecutors have a weak case against him. So shortly after Pooh Shiesty's father was arrested this month,
they just giving him hope. That's all,
$250,000 bond.
They giving him hope.
But prosecutors want it revoked. Earlier this month, Pooh Shiesty and multiple others were arrested and hit with charges relating to the kidnapping of Gucci Mane. Prosecutors said it was an armed takeover of a recording studio to get him out of his contract with Gucci. Pooh Shiesty's dad, Lontrell Williams Sr., was among those arrested. Shortly after he was taken into custody, he got a $250,000 bond with a $25K cash deposit, but prosecutors are trying to have that revoked, saying he's a flight risk, but he's fighting back. He insisted they have a weak case, and in new documents obtained by TMZ, Pooh Shiesty's dad and his team would argue he should await trial at home. They claim the evidence they have against him is profoundly underwhelming. Okay,
no, man.
So basically, that is that. Pooh Shiesty,
no, chat.
He's cooked. His father
That
might not
nigga
be as
died.
cooked as him.
Right, his father probably
so
ain't,
basically,
but
he's given his
Pooh Shiesty
argument.
is for
Prosecutors
sure.
say that Pooh Shiesty's father, William Sr., traveled from Memphis to Dallas, booked the studio, printed the contract releases, and was present during the alleged ordeal. But he, on the other hand, says he traveled from Memphis to Dallas weeks before the other defendants. According to him, he did this so he could take care of his son. He also claims he always booked studios for Pooh Shiesty. As for the allegations about printing the contract release, he insists prosecutors don't have any evidence to back this up. He better hope not. All right, because I'm hearing they got you on surveillance at Staples getting a printing done. Pooh Shiesty's former lawyer, Bradford Cohen, made similar statements accusing the government of lacking sufficient evidence. He said the FBI doesn't take 3 months to arrest someone if they believe that everything that was said, he said, before withdrawing from the case. That's a hell of a punchline. There is no contract. This mystery contract, they have no contract. They have no video of this alleged signing of a contract. They have no guns. They have no jewelry. They have none of that physical evidence. If it turns out that they do have footage of the contract being signed on Big 30's phone, Big 30 ball, all right, fat ball.
Hey, they got pictures of him. They got pictures of them holding chains and shit. That's evidence right there. They had it all on online, all on social media.
I've been listening to a lot of Big 30 recently. He's actually so good. Such a shame that he went out as a door blocker instead of a legendary rapper. But anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if they saw some of this evidence. Actually, they do. Actually, we do have a contract. Actually, we do have a video. Actually, we do have guns. We do have jewelry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We do
now, the
got
last time
all
we
that
saw Gucci
shit.
Mane publicly, okay, he was with his wife at a football game. And if you notice,
Living
big
his
blank
best
space
life.
here. Comments duly turned off, all right? Now, shout out to Gucci Mane. I don't think he's a snitch. I think he's a businessman.
Yeah,
I think
man, he a
once you run up $100
businessman,
million,
y'all.
once you run up 9 figures,
he ain't got time for that
snitching is
shit.
gone. In my opinion, it's been
He ain't got time for that shit, Chad.
Picture $100 million
Y'all give it up for Gucci. He done elevated in life, goddammit.
The street.
He ain't got time for the streets no
That
more.
don't give a shit about nothing other than destruction. Then I think he's well within his rights to leave a statement. All right, he got $1 million watches.
Yeah, man.
$500,000 pinky rings. Oh, that's his baby ring. Oh, that's a pinky ring.
Gucci man ain't got time for y'all street niggas, man. He look what he got on his fingers, on his motherfucking fingers. God damn it! You think he got time to be fucking with y'all street niggas? He giving y'all a benefit of the doubt in this motherfucker, and y'all fucking with him. Y'all gonna end up like Pooh Shiesty. God damn it!
But that's I don't know about rings, to be honest with you. But he's got his comments turned off. He can't even bear people calling him a rat.
So fuck what? He got money though. He living his best life. He not in jail.
So apparently people are calling
So
him
he
a rat.
winning. Yeah.
The AI Toolkit is live on Artlist. Every leading AI tool you need for video creation is now.
You hear that? They saying you a rat, Gucci.
We all know how the old Gucci used to be. This man elevated. He ain't got time for that no more. We all know how, you know what I'm saying, how it was with him. He kept getting locked up, kept going back to jail, in and out of jail. He don't do that no more. He did that already. You know what I'm saying? He elevating. And that's what we want to do. We want to elevate. Bro.
Let's leave him. I think we should leave Gucci Mane alone, man.
Leave him alone, man.
Crash dummies, they're idiots. They're sad. Yeah, Gucci Mane said he was going to catch all the bodies. Gucci Mane got bodies. I feel like if you catch a body and beat it, I feel like you got to get out snitch and free card at least once in your career. But anyway, okay, Gucci would speak before his halftime show. This was his first and only public appearance since the allegations. All right, and I think everybody had just been waiting to see how Gucci was doing. And I think one thing that is lost, this is a man that suffered from a lot of mental health problems. He's been through a lot. Dealing with PTSD.
Definitely been through a lot.
You know, we saw the interview with him and his wife on the Breakfast
Caught
Club.
a body and shit.
Man,
beat the charge.
And, you know, you're hearing all these rumors around that he was crying during the robbery, tearing up, all this stuff. I feel like I'm the only person that feels like,
Gucci.
Could somebody check on Gucci? Like, let's check Gucci's okay. Gucci been through a lot, all right? I don't give a shit about people saying he a snitch, made a statement. I don't care, all right? This is a legendary rap figure. How's Gucci doing, man? I hope Gucci's okay. That's what I actually hope that he's doing okay.
That nigga big Gucci, all right.
Trauma from this
What you
incident.
talking about, man?
Puffed his chest out with that Crash Dummy song. He let the world know what was going on. But
shed
in
a couple
reality, I feel like,
tears.
this is a guy that's been
You
through a
know,
lot.
little couple
Let's have some
tears.
sympathy.
It ain't
This
nothing.
was his first and only public appearance.
He back on.
Kevin, thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to
Big
this.
chat.
It's been special. What do you make of this crowd?
I'm loving it. I love the energy.
What can you tell me about your set list?
I'm gonna mix the old with the new. You know what I'm saying? This guaranteed to work.
Any message for the fans?
Just get ready for the show. It's gonna be a good time.
All right, I can't wait. Enjoy.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All right. So Gucci
Look at him.
So here's the thing, right? You all want to talk about, oh, he snitched. Oh, he did. This is a multi-million-dollar business mogul.
Nigga,
He's out here playing halftime shows, right, for the UFL Birmingham Stallions. And if you didn't know, people saying, oh, the United Football... Soccer in America is going to be the biggest thing. Gucci Mane involved, right? He's doing real business. What do you want him to do? Do you want him to be dead? Do you want him to be abiding by the street code? Do you want him to be at home crying?
No, they want this nigga to be, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I want to be a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to snitch, you know what I'm saying? I want to lose all my money and go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? And gang weight again, be the old Gucci and smoke all the drugs and be a drug addict. They want that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want this. They don't want the, you know what I'm saying, the quality of life, the elevation. They want that sick shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, he
motherfuckers need to grow the fuck up.
Shining, right? And I'm glad he is.
For
right?
real. That's what we want.
That Gucci Mane is okay.
I'm glad he okay,
a lot
bro.
Of people that seem to just want to clown this man for doing something very, very.
I'm glad he good.
A lot of people since this have come out to kind of speak on Pooh Shiesty, give their opinions, shit on Gucci Mane, all of that stuff. And one of the big people that have given their controversial opinions on the matter is, of course, Boosie Badass. Okay, he gave his opinions.
Boosie, like what Gucci Mane needs to do is say, "I did it because I'm a citizen now." Don't make no rap song testifying again. Man, I'm a citizen. I'm no longer Gucci. I'm Roderick Davis. What he did, the YNs, this should have never leave him. He needs to stop rapping. He needs to stop rapping. Like what he did, bro, is just the YNs pissed. I woke up to my DM. Nigga, they are pissed. Gucci shouldn't have told shit. He should not identify them for shit. Nobody should have said when they came in this bitch. We doing this shit for his album. This is all the social media schemes. We already took out the blogs, the posters. We doing this shit for his album. We doing this shit for his album. And if you fuck with my artist, I'ma sue y'all. If you arrest my artist, I'ma sue y'all.
So everybody, you heard the message, right? If you're signed, if you're doing business and you're signed with Boosie Badass, all right, real street legend, all right, beat his bodies.
Yeah, man.
If you're signed to Boosie Badass, you are well within your rights to up the pole on him and tell him, give him. I'm gonna need that chain. What's this chain say? I don't even know what it says, Mr. Something. I'm gonna need that chain. I'm gonna need you to sign me out the contract, and I'm gonna need you to lie to the world and say that this is all an album rollout, right? And I've got the Draco to the back of your head. Boosie Badass is fair game.
He better not tell, bitch.
He ain't no businessman, all right? Vlad, if Boosie ain't giving you the right rates that you want for the interview, apparently, Vlad, you're well within your rights to up Drake at Boosie's head and tell him you better sign that, you better do that interview for $500. And Boosie got to go out here and say, oh
shit, why Boosie ain't signed with Pooh Shiesty? He should have did that shit. So Pooh Shiesty did that to him. He probably wouldn't have snitched.
Oh
shit.
This is all part of the rollout with me and Vlad. Ain't no street stuff going on.
I would have got off with that shit too.
Gucci know what the fuck he did. Everybody trying to sugarcoat for this nigga. He know exactly what the fuck it. And with the feds, you don't need it. And what pissed me off even more.
What pissed you off even more, Boosie?
What pissed me off even more, he made a video saying, ain't none of y'all got more money than me.
And that's true.
Back to the fucking money.
And that's motherfucking true.
Principles and morals. And
it's not money over principles and morals. He's grown up. He's got better principles and morals.
Yes.
This street nonsense that constantly gets you in trouble, gets you shot, gets you hurt, can get you killed, get you robbed. It's nonsense. He's got a better code of ethics now.
Then people talking about.
God damn it.
He's a businessman now. Woo woo. He has this now. He has that now.
Right.
Couple months ago, nigga making video about snitches and all this shit. Woo. Like we can't let these motherfuckers keep jumping the bushes, bro.
So look, Boosie's fair game, man. If you want to rob Boosie out of his contract, you know what I'm saying? If you're an artist working with Boosie, you're disgruntled, it's fair game, man. Up that Drake. and he ain't gonna say shit.
Pistol
right?
whip his ass
He gotta
too.
abide by the street code.
He ain't gonna
so
tell.
You gotta abide by that street code, bro.
He ain't gonna tell
We're gonna need
y'all.
millions of dollars. We're gonna
He a
need
real
contract
nigga.
negotiation. All
Real
by
niggas
the
don't
Drake.
tell.
This is.
So he would basically go on to explain Gucci as Guwop, his past self, pregnant Gucci, as Vlad's been calling him. That's been hilarious. He's basically been breaking down his influence on other rappers and his new song Crash Dummies and just what he thinks of it.
Oh wow. He raised like Boosie. This nigga raised some niggas, boy. He raised some niggas and told how many videos that popped up when he talking about fuck a snitch. I never do this. I never do that. Woo woo woo.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they won't talk about this a clone. No, this ain't no motherfucking clone. This the same nigga. He shouldn't. You supposed to tell him, oh man, we doing this shit for to get his album finna come out. You know? Fuck all that shit. Then you go get back and put his ass up.
Why the fuck this nigga so angry?
That's what you
man?
gonna do. Now you can't fight no contract because his ass in the grave.
Damn, Chad.
If you like that,
yeah.
You need to
you
get
don't send
high.
no 24, 25-year-old nigga to life in prison if they convict him. Cause 40 to 50 is an L, my nigga. Where your heart at, my nigga? You was young as a motherfucker too. If you gonna play it right, man.
Okay.
You know shite.
We was all young, and some of us grew the fuck up apparently, and I guess you didn't, motherfucker.
Still wouldn't think it. You know what shite you think?
Come on, man. What the fuck
He's
you
Gucci,
talking
man.
about,
That
bro?
nigga ain't finna tell on me and fuck up his reputation. And
Hey, this Boosie, man, he ain't finna tell on me and mess up my reputation. I might up that Drake. Boosie, give me everything, man.
he gonna get it back in blood.
They were dumb for doing that. That's what Boosie ain't getting.
Slow
man.
as hell.
He's saying,
boy.
this is what he should have done. He raised all these youngins to be shooters and get shit back in blood. They dumb. Thinking Boosie,
And that's what he
thinking
want.
Gucci was going to get it back in
A
blood.
bunch of YNs
Ain't
crashing
they
out
see his
on
Breakfast Club
everybody.
interview? Pooh Shiesty, bro, he probably checked out that Breakfast Club
Stupid
interview. Should have
ass
known better.
nigga, man.
Should have known Keisha Cole would be wondering where that wedding ring went.
Yeah.
That's what he thought. He thought this nigga here, I could rob any. If I rob this nigga here ain't going to point to them, telling people it was me, man. Shiesty wasn't thinking, man. And
Nah,
you
you
going
definitely
that
weren't thinking,
motherfucker talking
though.
about
I ain't
money,
gonna lie,
man.
Chad.
Ain't where your principles and your morals at. Then you make a fucking whole, you testified on a song. That fucked me up even more. You ain't even gotta go to court for nothing. You do not have to go to court. You just gave your whole testimony.
Take a wow.
Hey, you know who gave their whole
Shit.
testimony on a song? Pooh Shiesty. Talking about, I ain't shot a gun in 4 years. I ain't sent a hit in 3. Told on himself nonstop. But unfortunately now, for Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty's the least of his worries because his other big artist, Fujiano, just come out of jail and he put Pooh Shiesty in his display picture. He's beefing with Gucci. And he said, yeah, big up Pooh
That
Shiesty.
nigga finally got out of jail.
Right?
He was in jail for a minute too.
People were saying Fujiano would crash out too, man. If
Right.
he was out, he would have been there with Pooh and 30.
Exactly.
And also to also get him out of that deal with Gucci. Saying, buddy's so dumb. I would have stayed quiet. Everyone
They
around
all
me would know
crash
how I felt.
outs.
But this shit business. You still got to feed your family. You think Gucci give a F if he made money off of Fujiano for real? He finna be a slave to his contract unless he come with that bread. Said Pooh was going to buy himself out of his contract, but
And
Gucci
I just thought about it. Hold on. And Fujiano is signed with Gucci too. Man, these crash out niggas, that nigga is so much of a crash out. He was on a run with the feds and still, you know what I'm saying, doing music and shit. On a run. Stupid
let
ass
him, he was
nigga.
going to sign to Yo Gotti. He got him on slave contracts. So nobody put a
They
gun
ain't
to his
made
head
a
and made him
song
sign that
about
contract.
it.
No, that's facts. Gucci Mane didn't up the Drake on Pooh Shiesty and make him sign a bad contract. Facts. Absolutely facts. Chose to do that, right? The only thing worse than signing with Gucci is signing to Jeezy. No one ever wants to stay in that deal. But he signed to him. Both of them dudes still paying him. This shit is pathetic. Pooh Shiesty running it up for Gucci Mane. And you know Gucci Mane ain't never, ever, ever finna let him out of that deal. So my guy, Tonight Jake, he gave his opinion on the situation. He was very, very disappointed in Gucci
Pride,
Mane.
and he clearly wanted to make Gucci look and feel some type of way because not only did he make him sign, he stripped him of all his jewelry. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, realistically, you don't think Gucci has GIA certified diamonds? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think they're able to track that whatever it was, $500,000 or $250,000 watch? Like, all these things got numbers on them, bro. Like, all of these things are serialized. Where the f you ain't just taking that to a Memphis pawn shop and getting rid of that like that.
So look, Jake is making a very, very good point, and I haven't seen anyone else make this point.
So
That wedding ring, $500,000 wedding ring, Gucci Mane, I don't think I've seen him in a watch worth less than $200,000. That was looking like a $500,000-$600,000 watch in the last picture, right? These aren't watches you can just sell. There's not a Rolex Batman. There's loads of them about, all right? These, as Jake put it, these things got numbers on them, bro. Like, ain't no $500,000 watch you can just swap in. This is a known watch. Like, the AD that sold Gucci this watch going to be wondering what's going on with that watch. Like, these are priceless artifacts. These are real infinity stones out here. Can't just flip
infinity
them.
stones.
That's how dumb it was.
You know what I mean? And it's just wild, and not for nothing. Growing up on Gucci too, like Gucci had a lot of people crashing out and living what he was rapping, and that's why a lot of people feel some type of way. And everybody, oh, Gucci's a businessman. He's a businessman. That man's been talking about on Pookie Loke for 20 years.
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
So it's like everybody looked at him like a gangster because that's how he carried himself. He's always talking about, yo, you try me, I'm gonna smoke you. You do this, I'm gonna smoke you. To him, that. And then he got tried and no one believed it because of his reputation as a gangster. That's why nobody believed it. Yeah. No one believed it because everybody was under the impression you try Gucci, you gonna. And to hear he went out like that, Hernandez Govan said he was like crying or some shit.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, yeah,
that
had all types. And that's another thing.
They almost killed him.
He did an interview saying that Pooh Shiesty's the one that took the shit out of his ears. And that Gucci was like teary-eyed and shit. Man, so, well, who the f*** you think told him that? Who you think told him? How did he find that out? Because he wasn't in that room?
Hey, somebody's talking, all right? And I don't think it would be Gucci Mane. So he made a good point. Hernandez Govern's out here talking about Gucci was crying and the earrings got stolen. I think Pooh Shiesty and his crew were probably loose lipped. They were probably bragging about this shit, and it got all over Memphis quick, all right? Shit. Now, South Memphis rapper 6...
Hey, Gucci probably ain't been in those type of situations in a long time. He a millionaire, shit. He you know what I'm saying? As soon as he got in that situation, he probably did, you know... He ain't been in that shit in a minute, so you know.
Trigger would claim that Pooh Shiesty actually took it way too far.
That first. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This is why you went too far, bro. I want y'all to dissect what I'm saying. This is why you went too far. When you in the streets, this is my rule of the streets right here. Like when you in the streets, I believe you only do street things to street people who are actively participating in the street. Like for example, like I'm gonna use just like my cameraman in Atlanta, for example. If a situation happened and somebody bucked down on him and rob him for his cameras, I don't expect him to go get back. I expect for him to do what his taxpaying dollars do and call 911 emergency and get your ass locked up because he's not a part of this world. It's like it's different earth realms. When you in this street shit, like street rules only apply to street niggas. And one thing about it, you have people that convert over. You have people that go to street guys to Muslim, street guys to Christians, or whatever. And guess what? When people convert over and de-announce the streets, I'm not a part of it. My ass dead. The only way something still go on them if it's blood on their hands. Now if it's blood on their hands, it's still a go on them. But if there's no blood on their hands and nothing, hey bro, our street rules on the planet, we gotta go with these folks in the quote unquote white folks way. That's just the term. We gotta go with these folks with the white folks. So me saying that, not saying that Gucci did announce the streets, because I don't know what Gucci did, but from what I seen on the internet, I don't know who was there or nothing, but the evidence I seen of the damage and assaults that were done to people, there's the pigment of their skin looked like white or Mexican. So, and then when I heard more description of it, there was no street guy, it wasn't this street, them wasn't street guys. So nothing street applies to them. Nothing street applies to them. So however they go about it, it's like, bro, you gotta take your lick and run with it. The best listening is about listening. And time is the most valuable non-renewable resource. You know what I say all the time. Time cannot be purchased.
So he makes a really good point. He's saying when people denounce the street, they're out of it. You got to deal with them the white folks way. Right. Pooh Shiesty should have got it back in
the white blood. I guess
should have got it back in white paper in the courtroom.
Exactly.
Got it back on A4 legal filings and beating him at his own game. But I do think he did make an interesting point where he said the only way that you can still be considered a street target is if you got blood on your hands. Now, some people feel like Gucci might have had blood on his hands because he was linking up and doing music with some people that allegedly had bodies on Pooh Shiesty's gang. That's the only saving grace that you can really give. But even then, he was doing business. So anyway, Wack 100, my guy. All right, I spoke to Wack the other day. There's been all sorts of no jumper drama going on with Wack chat. Man, I need to link up with Wack soon. But he would discuss the situation on Vlad too. And I got to say, Vlad got the content right now. Vlad got back-to-back interviews with Jake and Wack, and they're going crazy. Okay, so you got to go and check those clips out. But Wack would pop up on Vlad, and he would suggest that Pooh Shiesty will be getting a lot of time behind bars and just reiterating how dumb this is.
Pooh Shiesty is potentially facing life in prison.
I think it'd be smart here and there with 15, 20.
Ooh, that's a lot.
30.
Huh? That's a lot. 15, 20?
Yeah.
For a 26-year-old? That's a lot.
Well, I mean, you know,
say goodbye to your 30s.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of us that come up doing it the way he looks like he wants to do it, we just did it at a younger age. We started at 12, 14, 2 here, 5 here, 4 here that accumulated. But it seems to me like, hey, listen, that's what he wants. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah. But look, the crazy part for me is
you know what he signed up for,
jail for 3 years trying to figure out how to get out of this contract. And this was the best solution he found. Kidnapping. This is the best he can come up with.
But that, okay, it's like a math equation. 3 times 3 equals 10. No, that don't. 2 times 8 is 17. No, that. After the equal sign, if it's not the right answer, you cannot carry it. The math's not adding up.
It's not mathing.
I mean, like, okay, let's say it worked out to a T. Gucci Mane didn't say nothing. Nobody says nothing. Me and you know, Vlad, when contracts like that start generating, it starts and it ends with an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
Was you gonna go to Atlantic and say, here goes my contract, I'm out of contract with Gucci, and I'm out with you? Atlantic gonna say, well, we did a deal with Gucci for 4 albums. Gucci did a deal with you for 4 albums. You turned in 1, therefore we are still owed 3.
Well, hold on. Now, I don't know what the contract looks like, but I was under the impression that what happened was he was getting out of the contract with Gucci, but still staying with Atlantic.
No.
That's what I thought. That's what I assumed.
When those situations happen like that, right, they don't usually let you out of the contract. What they do is they let you just deal direct with the label.
That's what I thought. I thought that he was basically cutting out the middleman and going directly to the label by having Gucci sign this off.
Well, what you fight for, and Game did it in his era, you fight for the creative control.
Pooh Shiesty is potentially facing life in prison.
I think he'd be smart here and there with 15.
I feel like this. Shit, even if he didn't snitch, if Gucci didn't snitch, he would have still had to snitch for the simple fact it was another off-duty cop with him. So off the strength, the off-duty cop was gonna tell anyway. So he was gonna have to do that in the first place. So it was fucked up for him anyway.
So look, there it is, man. It's looking like he's cooked. His lawyers left
it's
him.
Over with.
Right? Ain't no way.
He had an off-duty cop.
I'm not saying it, but as these guys are saying them.
Look, that man had an off-duty cop, you know what I'm saying, right next to him while he was doing all that shit to Gucci, man. Bro. Yeah, stupid as hell. What the fuck? Hold on.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS.
Yo, we're finna get into this Pooh Shiesty, though. I mean, not Pooh Shiesty, god damn it. I meant to say Sleazy. If y'all don't know who he is, he another crash out, you know what I'm saying, rapper, drill rapper.
It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Sleazy World Go being found guilty. And now officially on his way to federal prison after
all these niggas
posting
cooked.
over 30 guns as a convicted felon. When it comes to felons posting guns, Sleazy World Go would set the standard high, as his breakout song Sleazy would feature 6 to 10 guns within the first 15 seconds. 62 million views later, you know damn well the feds have seen
they on your
but the feds
ass.
don't strike immediately. They let you post and post
keep posting
and
that shit.
post. Until Say Cheese posts how the ATF and Kansas City police found more than 30 publicly available social media posts spanning 2 years showing him holding firearms. Section 922G being the United States Code prohibiting felons from possessing firearms or ammunition. Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty would even use the code in his song First Day Out after being released from the feds rapping, "Out on papers with a 922G sitting on my counter, out on papers with a fully ARP sitting on the counter." Now court documents would reveal the feds started investigating Sleazy World Go way back in June 2022. This would be 1 month before Lil Baby jumped on the Sleazy Flow remix, pushing the video to 149 million views. And looking back at his videos from that year, it's easy to see why the feds would be investigating. But records would show it was an anonymous tip to the ATF.
They was just waiting on
his
ass,
chain of reactions. Under federal pressure, Sleazy World would have to swap Blicks for finger pistols in a last-minute attempt to clean up his image. But the feds already saw enough.
Right,
now, before we go any further,
and that's crazy, Chad. Like, It'd be funny as hell. These motherfuckers be doing all that shit. And then, you know what I'm saying, as soon as the feds, you know what I'm saying, coming in on they, shit, I gotta change my image of shit, nigga. I'm outlaw now. I'm all type of shit now, like
to crash to get cash.
Damn.
You can literally go on your phone and make
shit,
shot. Diving into the federal paperwork of Sleazy World Go, we can see his motion to suppress evidence, which would begin with, after receiving a tip, the ATF began investigating him for illegal firearm possession. On October 19th, 2022, the ATF followed a brown Jeep Grand Cherokee with a large Trackhawk logo on its side. Agents recognized the Jeep as belonging to him due to its excessively dark window tint and a large red decal on the sides of the Jeep. According to the various documents disclosed to the defense, this tipster has been described as both an anonymous tipster and a confidential informant. Starting around approximately 1:45 p.m., surveillance parked at Split Log Ave and observed Mr. Isaac leave the townhouse and get into the Jeep. Another individual retrieved an AK-47 style rifle from a different black Jeep parked in the same parking lot and get into the Jeep driven by Mr. Isaac. The surveillance team would follow them to another location where they observed Mr. Isaac, aka Sleazy World Go, enter into the home and then return to the Jeep, which then returned to the Coy Street townhome. Surveillance again set up along Split Log Ave to observe activity.
The fuck?
At some point during the afternoon, surveillance claims to have seen Mr. Isaac walking around the Jeep holding what looked like a Glock with another item in his back pocket that appeared to be.
I'm saying, like, damn. I know these motherfuckers was behind him, like, all the whole fucking day. Like, I'm talking about he gets out the house, he get in the house, get out of the house. You ain't see nothing, like, no suspicious cop just following your ass the whole entire time. I mean, I even know, like, from the distance, they probably, you know what I'm saying, like, 20 feet, 30 feet back. Like, I know when you turn, you gonna see a car turn into, like, man, I don't know, man.
They also claim that Mr. Isaac opened the passenger side of
niggas.
the Jeep and removed rifles, tossed them back and forth in his hands, and then put them back in the passenger seat of the Jeep. So at this point, it's almost like Sleazy World Go is, what do they call it on Fortnite? Emoting, where you just hold the gun and flip it around and do a little dance and twist it. He's got one gun in his hand, another in his back pocket. For no absolute fucking reason. During this time period, Mr. Isaac's friends began arriving, some also armed with firearms. ATF then requested assistance from KCPD, Kansas City Police Department, to retrieve the firearms from the Jeep and detain Mr. Isaac. At approximately 6 p.m., KCKPD arrived at the Coy Street townhouse, and Mr. Isaac and his friends went into the townhouse as the officers arrived. Mr. Isaac attempted to talk to the police officers through the screen door of the townhouse. In his report, the officer claimed to see in the Jeep at least 2 rifle-style firearms sitting on the passenger seat. One appeared to have a brown front handguard, and the other looked to have a light-colored pistol grip. Approximately 1/2 hour after KCKPD arrived at the Coy Street townhouse, an ATF agent arrived at the parking lot and told the police that he had consulted with the AUSA in the Western District of Missouri, who determined probable cause existed to search the Jeep. That agent then asked Mr. Isaac to unlock the Jeep, and he refused. The ATF agent then broke the Jeep's driver's side window to open the car and recovered a Glock pistol that was equipped with a machine gun switch, 2 Micro Draco pistols, and a Citizen's Armory AK type rifle that was later determined inoperable, meaning it didn't work. Mr. Isaac was not arrested on that day. The government applied for several search warrants to obtain the DNA of Sleazy World Go regarding the events that took place. On August 23, 2023, he was charged by indictment with 1 count of possession of a machine gun for the Glock and 1 count of being a felon in possession of a firearm for the Glock and 2 Micro Draco pistols. Now, this operation would be titled Operation Sleazyland, And social media posts from known Sleazy World, Brotherland Gang, Sleazy Lane groups indicated that a possible associate of the group had been killed in a shooting the same day or day prior, which they believe was the reason for all of them being armed. And due to the presence of firearms and possession of a known convicted felon, the group's reputation for possessing narcotics and involvement in gun violence, it was determined that immediate action had to be taken. That and investigators knew that Joseph Isaac, aka Sleazy World Go, was federally prohibited from possessing firearms due to a felony conviction stemming from a 2017 arrest in Michigan for robbery. Now, the Glock was identified as a Model 27 40 cal with a switch. The AK-styled rifle was a Citizens Armory of Mexico, and 2 Romanian Dracos, a micro and a mini. This would be the track hawk identified during this investigation within these townhomes.
Oh, look decent though. I ain't gonna lie.
You can also see the smashed out window officers broke through to gain entry to the vehicle, in which they were able to recover these firearms. All 4 weapons can be seen here. The Glock with the switch on the floorboard, the AK styled pistols, rifles, etc. And all of the broken glass shards from, again, using force. And the ATF would be sure to note that all 4 of the aforementioned firearms were cleared by Special Agent Payne. He sounds like a bad motherfucker. Special Agent Payne observed that all 4 firearms had a live round of ammunition in each of their respective chambers, meaning all 4 of these guns were ready to be fired. A black and tan bag would also be discovered containing a box of live ammunition. So unfortunately, you can blame the anonymous tipster, the confidential source, for notifying them of him having guns, but at the same time, all you have to do is look at how many music videos and pictures and posts
that's all you gotta
he
do.
himself made.
You just did that to yourself.
Now, his group, his gang, is known for gun violence in that area. One of their members was allegedly killed, and it put them on a high alert, them meaning the ATF, the feds, the police department, because they knew that there's either gonna be a revenge shooting or they're just arming up waiting for the next attack.
They finna slide and glide
before anything could happen. And this is an overwhelming amount of evidence. Now, Sleazy World Go would do one of the most ballsiest things you can do when charged by the feds, and that is take it to trial. His verdict would be posted on the 13th, and it would state on count 1, possession of a machine gun, he would be found not guilty. On count 2, felon in possession of a firearm, he would be found guilty. For question 3, if you find the defendant Joseph Isaac guilty on count 2, check each firearm that you unanimously find that the defendant Joseph Isaac possessed. He was not found guilty of possessing the Glock 40 with a switch. He was found guilty of possessing the micro Draco, but not the mini Draco. And did the jury unanimously agree to each answer? Yes. So this is interesting because a felon in possession under federal law, I believe, is up to 10 years, right?
Okay.
On average, the pleas can be anywhere from 3 to 5. You plea out, you get 3 to 5 years. He took it to trial. He beat the switch, the possession of a machine gun. He beat one of the other firearms and was convicted of only 1. But now what's gonna happen is he can be sentenced from anywhere probation all the way up to 10 years in federal prison.
This because
and in
he
my
took it to
opinion,
trial.
based on his robbery conviction, on his history already, I feel he'll land anywhere between 5 to 7 years in federal prison. And with this type of offense,
it ain't too
and
bad.
that type of history, it is more than likely
him, it
he's
ain't
going
too
to
bad.
go
Shit.
to a United States penitentiary. The deadliest, most structured facilities you can
It'll be
get
alright,
in
chat.
federal prison. The
It ain't
USPs
bad for
are the
him,
real
you know, shit.
penitentiaries. Race politics, gang politics, no fighting, all knives. And unfortunately, this
shit,
is
he
the
alright.
consequence of
Alright,
doing things
chat.
such as posting yourself with guns as a convicted felon. But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section.
That nigga good. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him, y'all. That nigga, that's sleazy. Fuck you talking about? That's sleazy. That nigga, boy, he a killer. That's all we know. Shit.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Customers duck for cover when gunshots ring out in an AutoZone.
Man, we finna get into this story, you know what I'm saying, that I just found out. You know what I'm saying? This guy killed his girlfriend. You finna see why.
Parking lot.
He said he saw him standing over her with a gun.
The case takes a deadly turn, and soon investigators discover a connection between the suspect and the victim.
Put your hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up.
How many times did you shoot?
I shot once.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by
Oh
Law
shit,
and Crime
they said you shot 5.
The suspect claims he acted in self-defense, but he didn't stay on scene. Instead, he fled, leaving his girlfriend to die in that parking lot. It's August 4, 2025. We're in Bedford, Ohio. It's almost 10:30 in the morning when officers with the Bedford Police Department are dispatched to a local AutoZone. They've received reports a woman was shot in the chest. When officers arrive on scene, first responders are placing her in an ambulance, but a witness says the shooter is already gone.
I
got
seen
a
him
photo
jump over
there.
that fence. Were you here? Did you witness it? Oh, I was across the street. I heard the shot go off. So you didn't hear it? You weren't here during it? No, I wasn't here. Okay, and you were just around here though? I was just getting off the bus right there. I heard the shot and I seen him run. I seen him run and he jumped over that gate, over that fence right there.
Bro, he hauled ass.
The police department identified the victim as 20-year-old Riley Jones. Officers
Damn,
dig
20
into what
years old,
happened.
too?
Another witness says he recalls seeing a man standing over Riley with a gun in his hand.
Where were you at?
I was crawling out of this truck when I heard the gunshot and I walked around the back. Over her with a gun.
He said he saw him standing over her with a gun after the gunshot. Didn't see it, but saw him standing over her with the gun. Okay. We'll cut our gun, handgun, pistol, try and get as descriptive as we can. Mark, you want a witness statement now or you want it later? Yeah, statement now.
Yeah, bro.
To the car. And then he comes in the store, it's like, he called police, makes you know he's gone. Kaylin, what kind of gun was it?
It was a handgun.
Why ain't just leaving you? Shit. The fuck out of there. Oh, just left the motherfucker alone. Shit. Why you just don't leave a motherfucker alone?
I'm not familiar enough with guns.
Hey, I don't understand. Like, just leave a motherfucker alone. Shit. It's over with. I ain't trying to deal with your ass no more.
Okay, would you feel like filling out a witness statement for us?
I can. I don't have a lot that's going to identify because I cowered behind the truck, didn't even get a good look at the guy, and when I came back to try and peek around the corner, when I was on the phone with 911, he was already gone.
Okay.
So I have very little identifying features for you.
Can you at least say I heard the gunshot, saw a male standing over? Can you write that down on a statement for me? All right, David, let me get that for you.
Riley is rushed to the hospital. Her condition is critical. Officials don't know if she'll survive. Meanwhile, additional officers are looking for the shooter. According to the police report, the shooter is described as a black male wearing a black zip-up jacket and white pants. Soon another witness comes forward with details that change the investigation.
So what happened, ma'am?
This is too much. They've been in a toxic relationship.
I knew it.
Before she came over, she broke windows out of his, cracked his windshield and tore his car up. I tried to get a restraining order. I live in Maple. They told me there was nothing they could do because he lives there and he'll probably allow her to keep.
I already knew what the shit was about.
Relationship?
I'm his Darian Hobley's mother.
Okay, that's the tip of white pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a jacket on.
Okay. Yeah.
So I asked him to leave her alone. I talked to his family and her family. I'm shaking.
Yes.
And I asked them to leave each other alone. From my understanding, they had left each other alone. She came over this morning and was ringing my doorbell. She said he called her and he hung up on her, and I want to know why.
He called her and hung up on her. Okay.
This is what she told me, and I want to know why he hung up on me. So I'm asking her to leave because I don't want you here. Why are you here? She said that they were still dating or whatever the whole time.
Okay.
She was upset because he came back in the house. He was done talking to her. He came back in the house, and she wanted him to continue to talk to her. So I asked her, kept asking her to leave. She finally left. He came in the house and said, I'm finna go to AutoZone. He's supposed to came up here to get his battery checked. Because his battery went in his car. Is that the white car? His white car? Yeah. Well, it's in my name. It's mine. Right. So he came up here. As he was driving up the Libby, I seen her in the middle of the street. She was following him and like trying to hit his car going up Libby.
Damn.
Okay. Go ahead. So I asked her to leave him alone. I said, when I went outside to talk to her, I said, you gotta leave him alone. Why are you over here? I asked you to leave. And she said, well, I want to talk to him. I want to know why he hung up on me, all this stuff. So like I said, she followed him up here. Was people, traffic backed up because he was trying to drive straight and she kept trying to crash into his car. Go ahead. So I don't know what happened when they got up here. He just called me and said something bad happened. I was just protecting myself. So I'm asking him what happened. He said, I shot her. I was trying to protect myself.
Now let's jump back a bit. As the officer questions who he believes is the suspect's mom, a man matching the suspect's description is spotted on foot.
There's a male in white pants, black male, white pants, black zip-up hoodie, walking out towards Broadway on the phone. Put the phone down. Put your hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up.
The Bedford Police Department confirmed the shooting suspect was Darian Hobley. According to the case report, officers noticed he had blood on his right pant leg and the front of his shirt.
Yeah, we got him. We got the suspect.
At my house, breaking my windshield and stuff. And I told her pretty much not to come back.
Long ass shoes. It's long as hell, Chad. Man.
Telling her, please do not come to my house. Not come to my house. Come to my house. Because I'll get in trouble with my mom. So he decided to come to my house. I told her to leave. Trying to be like, told her to leave. I didn't want to talk to her. She came to my house. To leave. Fuck her. My mom told her to leave. She kept going.
You know, say what a pipe bag.
Huh?
Who is she?
My girlfriend. I told her to leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. I feel threatened.
Officers wanted to know what happened to the gun used in the shooting.
Right.
Darian admits he tossed it.
Where's the gun at?
I threw it away.
Huh?
I threw it away.
Where?
In the sewer.
Huh?
In the sewer.
What sewer?
Not really too sure.
All right, listen. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used against you in court. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. At this time, do you understand your rights?
He already know.
Okay, is there anything you wish to tell us? I know you said that you got into it with your girlfriend, right? Where do you live at? You live in Heights, and she came to your house today?
Yes.
How'd you get over here?
I was going to AutoZone because I have a bad battery, I believe.
You're going to AutoZone. She followed you to AutoZone?
She went to somebody else's house, stayed there until I left, and then followed me all the way there. She sideswiped my car. She's been following me all through traffic. I've been telling her to just leave me alone. I've been telling her to move away from my car because she keeps bothering me. She keeps antagonizing me. She keeps trying to hit me. So I'm just like, okay, can you move? I've already dealt with her trying to hit me and stuff, so I've been telling her, please move, please move. Can you move away from my car? Can you not touch my car? Do not touch my car. She opened my car window. She put her hand in the car. I did not know what she was gonna do.
You were in your driver's seat.
Yes.
So what, you shot her then? That's what you shot her?
Yes, it should be.
What kind of car do you have?
A Chevy Cobalt.
What color is it?
White.
That's your car, it's registered to you?
It's registered under my mom's.
It's your mom's car. So she stuck her hand inside your car, like
She opened the door.
through the window.
No, she opened the door.
She opened the door. Your driver's side door?
Yes.
Okay. And then what happened from there?
She put her arm in the car and I just shot.
Were you in fear for your life, or?
I was in fear in general because the way she reached, it was where my gun was.
Did she have any weapons on her?
No, but she reached where my gun was. I don't know if she had
where was your gun at when she reached
by
in your
my
car?
seat.
It was by your seat.
Yeah,
on the left side?
My right side.
On your right side, in between the center console?
And she reached.
Like to
Shut the shit out of Chad.
It was like in between the car seat and the center console?
Yeah.
Okay. And she was grabbing, so she would have had to grab over you.
She did.
Did she know that you had a gun?
Yes.
So she
Okay. And what was she trying to do?
fuck?
Why were you two arguing, and why is she following you in the first place? Could she think she lives with you or something?
Honestly, it's just something petty. I don't I really don't understand why it has to get to this point so often. But I just called her. I seen where she was at, and I texted her. 30 radio. She didn't answer, and then when I called her, she said, okay, she was getting weed, and I was like, okay. Hang up. She said, while we was on the phone, well, she called me again.
What address were you at? That's when she started following you? She came to your place?
Damn, man. That's the thing. Like,
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
That'd be the thing, though, chat. You know what I'm saying? She was going to get some weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking like it's a regular day. She ain't even know she was going to die. That'd be the fucked up part.
What's the, is it an apartment?
No.
Girl, Libby?
Yes.
That's Libby. All right, so she came to your house, and then she followed you all the way down here. What was she trying to do?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It seemed like she was about to hit my car several times. She got really close in between.
Shouldn't have shot her though, nigga.
Right not right there, but
which sewer did you dump the gun on?
I'm not.
Is it on this street?
Shoot. You don't want to tell, really.
What kind of gun? What is it?
A 9mm.
9mm. What's the make and model?
I'm not really too sure.
Is it yours?
He know. He don't want to tell.
Somebody else's.
You still should know. You still should know the type of gun you got, nigga.
Here? Couldn't be far, right? We're gonna have to get it.
How you having a gun? Don't know what type of gun you got.
I don't know what to do.
You don't know which sewer?
I don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do? How old are you?
22.
22. What's your social?
22. Man, he had a whole life ahead still. Bro. Damn, chat.
I'm supposed to be going to the military soon.
You're supposed to be going to the military.
Supposed to be, but you ain't going no boat.
How old are you?
22.
You're 22. What were you going to do in the military?
IT specialist.
Shit, nigga.
Did you apply?
That shit over with.
When was that supposed to start?
I was waiting until October.
Waiting till October. Okay.
Shit, too late now.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna let this is your ex-girlfriend, current girlfriend, or something?
I wanted it to be.
Damn, child, he was finna go to the military. Fucked up.
You're gonna let this girl just kind of ruin
this fucked up your future, right?
How many times did you shoot?
I shot once.
Just one shot.
Yes.
Which hand did you shoot with?
Right.
Your right hand? You know what color the gun is?
Not.
Is it gray, white, black? What is it? Brown gun? Just a handgun?
Yes, sir.
His ass cooked.
You have
bro.
Any water?
Water? I do not have any water. Alright, just sit tight for us.
I sure want to say
Officers looked
licking
at all
his
the
lips,
sewers
his
in the
mouth dry
area
as
and were
hell.
able to find a gun behind a pizza shop. This is what the case report says. The Polymer 80 is a kit-style firearm with no serial number placed onto the gun from the manufacturer. Without a serial number, these firearms are considered illegal, and no background check is required to buy the 80% finished lower receiver. The Polymer 80 is commonly referred to as a ghost gun. Photos of the firearm in the sewer were taken, and the Polymer 80 had no magazine in, but did have a round in the chamber. While Darian claims the incident started over a petty argument, back at AutoZone, Riley's friend who was sitting in her front seat during the shooting reveals what that petty argument was really about.
Hey guys, can you just stay away from the car for me? Maybe hang out somewhere else?
like, if my ride comes, will I be able to leave, or do you guys?
Did anyone gather your information?
The guy that had on like the blue, he wasn't in uniform.
Yeah. He gathered your info.
Yeah, my ID
okay,
and
then yes, I
everything.
think you're good to go.
Okay,
Yes.
thank
okay,
you.
You're welcome. Ma'am, just real quick, you came. Sorry. You were with her the whole time?
Yeah, the whole entire time.
So what happened? Like what
they were just arguing. The argument just got to a point where
started over in Maple Heights. Okay.
And she said, "Pull over, let's talk." So eventually they end up pulling over in AutoZone.
Okay.
She gets out the car. He puts his
parked here?
No, she parked behind his car. I moved her car when she got out the car. No, I moved her car when I went to pull off, when I thought he was coming back out another time.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I went to pull off.
So he went into AutoZone and out of AutoZone?
Yeah, he shot her, went in.
He went in, told him to call 911.
And then came back out.
And then came back out.
And then like tried to pick her up.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that. He came right up to her, which was right in the general direction of me, so I went back behind
Yeah, and that's why I ran into the car to pull off, because I'm like, oh, don't shoot me. Like, he already don't like me, so don't shoot me.
Right.
So, so when I pull off and I see that he's trying to pick her up and trying to help her, I pull the car back around because I'm like, okay, maybe he's a little bit more sane right now. I think when I heard the ambulance coming, that's when I pulled the car over here to get out of the way.
Right,
of the
okay,
ambulance.
fair enough. Yeah. So the interaction, you were sitting in the car right behind when he shot her?
Yeah.
What was going on during that time?
So she came back to the car. So she went to his car. They talked for about like 5 minutes. She came to her car, asked did I find her phone. I found her phone. I handed it to
That's
her.
her car.
Phone is like done for. It doesn't work anymore. And I hand it to her. And so I go back to she goes back to the car. I'm still sitting behind the receipt. She said she broke my phone again for the second time. And then I don't know what happened in that little amount of time, but as he's getting out the car, I hear the gunshot. It didn't even sound like a gunshot. It sounded like a BB gun, like a firecracker, something like that. It didn't sound like a gunshot. So I'm like,
where was she standing when that happened?
like this is the door. This is his driver's side. This is him getting out the car. He shot her. She fell on her
She just
back.
pretty much fell back.
Yeah, she literally just fell back. She didn't even there was no
She
fight
just
back.
died instantly,
She just fell back.
just like that,
I
basically.
heard her scream my name, and as I was about to get out the car, I seen him walk back out of AutoZone. So I'm like, I don't want to get shot. So I pulled the car off
He shot and went
in AutoZone.
He told them to go call the police.
Darian Hobley was transported to the Solon detention facility. Then officers were informed Riley Jones died from her injuries. So then Darian was charged with aggravated murder. Initially, he pleaded not guilty. He ultimately worked out a plea deal with prosecutors, and he pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter. During a February 2026 sentencing hearing, as tears fell down his face, he says he didn't mean to hurt Riley.
And she reached for it. Just got scared.
This is easily one of the best AI tools available for video creators right now.
All in tune with it. Damn, Chad. Nigga, break it down, man. Fuck, Chad. He just want a second chance in life.
I did what I heard.
He ain't want to do it. Give him a second chance, Chad.
I tried to help her. I asked somebody to call 911. I tried to help her.
See, Chad. Damn, Chad.
And everything was so overwhelming. I walked away. I just needed a new scenery. So I walked away. And I thought to hurt myself. I just had to. I made a bad decision and got rid of the gun, but it wasn't to avoid prosecution or indictment. It was just, I just didn't want to hurt myself. I thought Riley was going to be okay.
Man.
I just thought to myself, if she's okay, maybe she will have something to say to me, whether it goes good or bad. Maybe she wanted questions. I never thought.
Darian was sentenced to years in an Ohio prison, but it won't be for the rest of his life.
All right, so the sentence on count 1 is 1 year on the firearm to be served prior to and consecutive with an aggregate minimum sentence of 7 years on the underlying count to an aggregate maximum sentence of 10 and a half years on the underlying count. Count 5, 24 months. Counts 1 and 5 to run concurrent to each other. You have an 8-year sentence to serve up to 10 and a half years. You're ordered remanded and transported.
That ain't too bad, you know. Shit. At least you ain't get fit. Like,
Online records with the Ohio Department of Corrections
still
show
got
Darian
something
Hogan
here.
is serving his sentence in the Lake Erie Correctional Institution. His expected release date is August of 2033, when he'll be 30 years old.
Hey, like,
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Inside the Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Shit, yeah, I guess. God damn. Let's see what we got, man. Yeah. Shit, I guess that's it, chat.